The day of our daughter Emily's college graduation was supposed to be one of the proudest days of my life. I had spent years working double shifts, budgeting every cent, and sacrificing personal dreams so she could have the education she deserved. My husband, Mark, wasn't nearly as involved, always busy with work, but I tolerated it. At least he showed up when it mattered. Or so I thought. The ceremony was beautiful. Emily walked across the stage, her face glowing with pride, while I clapped so hard my hands stung. But as we left the auditorium and gathered for photos, Mark suddenly cleared his throat. "Everyone," he said, his voice cold but steady, "I have an announcement." I thought he was about to toast Emily's achievements. Instead, in front of our daughter, family, and even some of her classmates, he said, "I'm leaving Mary. I can't do this anymore. I've met someone else." The world stopped. My chest tightened, and I saw Emily's smile vanish. Whispers rippled through the crowd. He didn't just end our marriage, he humiliated me in front of our daughter on one of the most important days of her life. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I smiled, because I already knew. For months, I'd suspected his late-night work trips were actually rendezvous with someone else. So I had quietly hired a lawyer and a private investigator. Every photo, every hotel receipt, every message. I had it all documented. What Mark didn't know was that I had already filed for divorce weeks earlier. And because of the evidence, the court had ruled heavily in my favor. The house, the savings, even his beloved car, all protected under my name. But I saved the reveal for the perfect moment. So, as Mark smirked like he had just won something, I calmly pulled an envelope from my bag and handed it to him. "Funny timing, Mark," I said sweetly. "I was going to wait until after the party, but since you're already making announcements..." He frowned, opening the envelope. Inside were the finalized divorce papers, stamped and signed. His face drained of color as he read the settlement terms. He had practically nothing left. "Wait, what is this?" he stammered, his voice rising. "Oh," I said loud enough for everyone to hear. "That's just the judge's way of saying cheating has consequences. Congratulations, Mark. You're free. Free to start over, with nothing." The crowd gasped, and Emily burst out laughing through her tears. "Go, Mom!" she shouted, hugging me. Mark started yelling, his face red. "You set me up! You evil!" But nobody cared. Family members turned their backs on him. Emily refused to even look at him. And his new girlfriend, who had been standing awkwardly in the corner, slipped away in humiliation. That night, instead of wallowing in heartbreak, Emily and I celebrated. We toasted not just to her graduation, but to new beginnings. My so-called ruined life had just opened a brand new chapter, one where I wasn't anyone's doormat. As for Mark, he moved into a shabby apartment, drowning in debt. Word spread quickly about his affair, and his reputation crumbled. The woman he left me for dumped him within months. My revenge wasn't loud or violent. It was quiet, precise, and absolutely devastating. And the best part? I didn't have to lift a finger after that envelope. Moral: sometimes the sweetest revenge is letting the truth speak for itself.